Hello people, this is Seascape. How are you all doing? And today I'm going to be starting kind of a series. It's going to be a little preview of the city I've been working on in Minecraft. So I started this just before lockdown. Been working on it a little bit during lockdown and I want to get it done. I'd say currently it's about 75% done and I'm really happy with how it's looking. Now, just disclaimer before I start, some of the buildings in this city have been from tutorials that I've watched online because I wasn't a great builder. But I feel like as I've progressed through building this, I've actually become a better builder myself. And I'd say 75% of the buildings are actually mine that I've built. So if you do see some buildings in this build that you recognise, that's the reason why. So this is actually the bit I started with. So I'm just going to turn around and show you this. This is the harbour. So I actually started here with this lighthouse. There was a big bit of land here that I had to clear out. I've done everything by hand. There's been no world edit. Everything's block for block, which took a lot longer, but I thought it just gave it a more authentic kind of status as a build. So yeah, I started off with this lighthouse here, which I really like. God, it seems like ages ago I built this. But pretty much I'm just going to give you a little walk around the whole city so you can have a look at what I've done. And then the last 25% of the build is mainly interiors. There is a little bit of building left to do, and I'll document that as I go. So we can start here. This is like a little pier I added on. There's loads of boats lying around. Just gonna walk up here. And then up here we've got a little fisherman's hut. Just have a quick look at this. This is the fisherman's hut here. A few chests lying around. Nothing special. Chuck a lantern on the floor. This goes out to the sea down here as well. Nice little view there of some other bits, which we'll get to soon. So yeah, that's a little fisherman's hut there. This leads round up to there, but I'm not going to go that way. I'll go back down here. I've got these little paths coming down. All the way down here. And this brings you to... God, it's been so long since I've actually looked at this bit. I've been working on other bits. These two watchtowers are actually dead in line with each other. It's kind of like a little boat entrance. I'm thinking of building a big ship here, which will look quite cool, but I'll get to that nearer the end. Down here, this takes you up to this little area, which leads into the rest of the harbour, but I'll show you this little hut I've got. Another little hut here. Just a very simple build with two little kind of rook towers on the end. Then that leads all the way around to here, but I'll just come here to show you this side. So this is the other end of the lighthouse. Nice little beach area here. Iceberg, and it's really cool seed actually. I'll try and find the seed ID and leave it in the description for you all so you can have a check it out. You'll actually be able to see what it looks like before I started building. I did that the other day and it was very weird. So yeah, so this is another little path in the harbour. Shut up you. Come up here, little marketplace. Crane carrying some gold and some diamond there. This is the other side. And then this bit I feel like I need to work on. If you come through here, this is kind of like a little diving board. The other side actually leads out onto the harbour bit, so I might do something here. Not sure yet, but for now let's just hop over. So let's have a look at this from above. So this is the little harbour I've got going on. So let's start over this side, right on the bottom floor. This leads right underneath here into a little kind of entrance for little ships. That turtle's always been in that boat. I don't know how it got in there. Little turtle. And we'll come around here. What is that noise? And at the top half, this also goes underneath. So you can see right under here. That was the section we're just in down there. Another little layer to it. Nice pathway round. This goes all the way down. I've got like this little path. I might change that back to stone and just texture the whole stone. I've got a lot of work left to do. This is another little pontoon with some chest and barrels on. But we'll head up here, show you the rest of this side. So this leads over to like this storage house here. I need to texture that wall as well. I think texturing's the hardest bit to do. It's just time consuming, but it is worth it. I found with a lot of stuff actually in the city, I have textured a lot of it, but the harbour was kind of start of a new build. It was just rushing a little bit just to get some stuff together to see what to work with. So that's a little storage house there. If we go back round here, I'll speed it up a little bit. Up here we've got like another lighthouse, and this looks out over this side of the sea. So we've got two lighthouses on the harbour, but this can kind of guide any ships coming in from this way. That's a cool build, I like that. Anyway, so that's that side of the harbour mainly. I'm not gonna show everything in full detail. I'm just gonna skip through quite a bit, but I'll make sure I try and show you as much as I can. Little stables here. That's one thing I'm really bad at building, is like little decorations just to fill up the space. So I just built this little stables here, which actually looks alright. We've got two main fountains here, which lead into the main gate there. You can start to see a little bit through there, but we're not going through there yet. So yeah, these two fountains are exactly the same, sorry, not similar, outside the gate. Onto this side of the harbour, we've got a few market stalls and some more stables there. Little wooden house. I still need to add lights onto that. I've missed that. And a little warehouse here. Some pumpkins and melons. I still need to do on the interiors as well. I think my mate was on here and he was doing some of the interiors, but I don't think we started in the harbour. Because eventually I want to turn this into like a Hunger Games sort of map for me and my friends to come onto and have a little play. That'd be good. Anyway, then extended down here because I had a big bit of land here. I had no idea what to do with it, so I thought I'd extend the harbour down this way. This takes you to a house here, nice big house, and kind of an abandoned little wooden house here, and another bit of sea. I might even do another little dock here with some ships in. And this building's cool, you can go right underneath it. Another little pathway up here. This takes you to like a tower house, diagonal, and then a big wooden house there. And another crane, which is the exact same one as the crane that was over that side. Yeah, and this just fills up this area nicely. I think my mate actually did the interior in this one. Yeah, I can see some stuff going on in there. Then this looks out over everything. This comes around here, some logs held down by these rails. It actually looks like ropes, which looks quite cool. And the other crane carrying the golden diamond. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the harbour. There's a bit of work I still have to do out here. Some texture in, some lighting, maybe a few other bits. But this is it from above. You can have a nice look round. Sorry if I've skipped through a few parts. There's a little garden bit here as well, which is what leads down from that section. But yeah, I'm just trying to get through it because there is a lot to see in the other half of the city, which I'm going to fly to now. Okay, so we're now actually inside the city. We can have a little look around in here, what I've been building. As we go around the city, you'll notice I've got all of these walls surrounding the whole city, and building that block for block, I can tell you now, was very hard. It took me about 3-4 days solidly building that with all the towers at the intersections. I'll do a little run round of the walls later on to show you the full scale of it. But for now, we're in the bottom left-hand corner of the city. And there's like a little water area, so I built this little fisherman's hut. It's very, very simple, very easy. It's like this overhang bit that comes out here into the water. Then this leads down this pathway to this little bridge over the river. I love these bridges. And then decorate the water, it's hard, so I've just put some boats lying around. I'll probably do some more with that. Anyway, over the bridge. And this part of the city I like to call like the little beach town. I've got some barrels here on the edge. I'm just going to do a little walk round of the path. It's pretty much, I just laid out some templates of houses and just started building basically. So this is one of the houses here on the edge. Some window shutters on there. Then I've got a proper stables here. I don't know why I put this in the beach town, but it looks pretty cool. I like all the long grass as well. That's in there. Another house here, but these has all these little streets you can walk down. We'll go down that way in a second. More houses over this way, a little wishing well in the middle. I've kind of tried to keep these streets very narrowed, like it's a bit of the lower class part of the town. Steps come down here. That's the fishing that we started at, back to the river. There's a bigger steps coming up here. Another little brick house, nothing too special. And then these gallows, which I actually got from the Mythical Sausage tutorial. Great tutorial, so go and check that out. That's the gallows there. And this path just leads all the way back round. It's going to be hard to try and show you all the city and flowing around all the paths. There's so many different ways you can go. But yeah, that's the little beach town that I like to call. You come down here to the edge. You can see a little bit more over there. We'll go over there soon. This is another bridge that I built. This one's a bit bigger. I like this one. All the seaweed down there, the boats, looks very cool. So let's head over here. So coming over the bridge, you can look over into the city more that way. Looks very, very nice. The walls I was on about. And that tower there's where the harbour was. So this area of the city is the farm. Got a big windmill here. You'll be able to see it in its full extent when we get around the other side. There's wheat everywhere. Trees in the middle of it with lanterns. Gives it a nice vibe. So we can go up this path here. There's a little back entrance into the windmill. Down here we've got a big barn with horses in. All the wheat around. More horses there for the outside area. That looks pretty cool. Like that a lot. Round here We've got a little cow farm here. Very simple animal pen like that. And this is all filled with wheat here. Little rabbit hutch. Rabbits hopping around in there. And then there's the centerpiece there of the farm, big windmill, which looks amazing. That was actually a tutorial by Blue Nerd Minecraft, so go and check him out as well. Very, very good build. And it's very simple tutorial as well. Anyway, moving on, we've got all the wheat around here still. Up here we've got chicken coop. Very simple chicken coop. Here we've got a silo, carrying some wheat and hay up like that. And the interior's done in there, just filled with a bit of beetroot, wheat, and some hay and some cauldrons. Very simple. Which way do I go? We'll go this way. So this takes you through more of the farm. We'll go up that way soon. Here we've got the pig pen. Another very simple build, all out of oak. Looks very effective. So there, this is around this side of the windmill. The wheat lantern. I like the cobblestone walls with lanterns on. I think it looks really cool. Right here is what I like to call the start of my residential area. This is actually the first area I built of this city, right in the middle. So that does lead off down there, but we'll go that way soon. I'm going to head up through here first. We've got a big house there. We're very close to the house I actually first built. This was the first house I built in this whole city, right here in front of me. And it's one of my favourite houses still. I built this on my own, with no tutorial. I still can't remember how I built it. I've tried to replicate it in other parts of the city and I can't do it. So I'll try and remember to do a tutorial on this house actually, because I really like it with the chimney in the middle. So yeah, it's very weird interior though. The roof looks a bit funny. You can't really see it from here, but that's something I can fix before the tutorial. Oh, shut the door please, thank you. This diagonal house is a bit weird, but from down here it looks alright. It fills up the space. Another big house here. And then we'll go this way actually. This is still the first part of the residential area. Another house. That is a big tower house I built. Another house there. So many houses. Little witch's hut. Some dead flowers outside. Some cauldrons in there. So yeah, that's the start of the residential area. But I will show you the rest. But for now, we're going to come up here. Little pathway. And this is one of my favourite builds. We've got the big church in the centre. You'll be able to see it in its full scale as we go around. Little market there. Some trees, and then to the left there just leads back into the residential area we were just in. So we've got this graveyard outside the church, long grass, dead flowers, headstones here I tried to replicate. I didn't have a lot of room to actually build proper headstones, so I just left it at that with some coarse dirt. I think it does the job, it looks alright. You can tell what it is when you come through. Little fountain here to fill up the gap. Here we've got a cleric's house, just on the side of the church. Maybe it's the place that the vicar could live or something in there. And we're coming around to the front of the church. That's the beach town area up there. This is what leads down to this. Wishing Well Enchanting Tower there. And then there's the church in all its glory. That took me a while to build that. I'm very happy with that. Speaking of a while to build, we come to this. This is my own design. I'll probably do a tutorial on this as well. If I can fly up, we can see. This is kind of the town hall that I've built. The interior is not done yet. This is something I have to work on, but you can see how big it is. That took me a very long time to build. It took me a good 4 or 5 hours. That is kind of the centerpiece of this area, along with the church. So having them next to each other works really well. So that's the town hall area. That leads all the way around the back like a little path. And it comes down here. This is the other end of the graveyard. Some decorations here. And then this, I don't really know what to call this area. This is kind of just a extension of the merchants area, I suppose. Over in this other side, we've got the fish docks, which we're coming to. So this comes down here, another little river. This is like a little bridge going over it. That's the back of the town hall down there. House here, very plain, simple houses. And then we've got this area here you can walk up to with the big, large oak house, which I love. It's kind of like, I wanted to build a mansion sort of thing here, but then also keep it medieval. Didn't want it too modern of a mansion, so I went with this. It's very rustic, very medieval, which is good. So that's there. Big garden around it as well. Come back down and head up this way. I should go this way to show this. So this path comes down here and then leads up here. So here we've got the stone. Oh, for God's sake. Darn it. Here we've got these stonemasons, as you see from the sign. This is another mythical sausage build, which I love. So I've implemented that into the extension of the merchants area. Those stairs just lead back down there. Little fireplace. This leads round. So this is the back of the stonemasons. And here is my little kind of, I like to call it the fish market, you'll see why in a minute. So I've got some market stalls around here. I like all the overgrown grass, look, I love that. We've got another market stall there. This is a Fletcher's house, which is cool, nice little centrepiece. Another market stall. And this is why I call it the fish town, is because it's right on the edge. There's a big opening here between the two towers. That's a ship that one of my friends has started. He hasn't been on in a while though, so I might need to destroy it or continue. Come to that another point. But yeah, this is like a little docks area. Loads of chests and boats lying about just to decorate the area. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this side of the city. I'm just going to take you up this way and try and think of the best way to get to the next section, which is up here. So we'll go this way. So we just did a big loop round. We're coming back down this way now. The town hall's there again. So now at the back of the graveyard. That's the other exit out the graveyard. And now this is my merchant's area. So we've got a little wishing well here to start with. We've got an armourer. All the armour stands there. A little anvil. This, if you can't tell, is the blacksmith. Got the grindstones, anvil, cauldron, the fire to forge your weapons in. A few chests and things and shelves up there. Around the back of the blacksmith, I've just got some more logs tied down. I didn't really know what to do in this area. It wasn't big enough for a house, but then it was too big just for a small decoration. So I just went with this for now. I might change it up eventually. There's some more logs here. This is the back of the armourers. Then here, this big building here is the inn, or the tavern, or whatever it's called in medieval times. I've called it the inn, as you can tell from up there with the banners. The interior of here is done. My friend's worked on this. Little pool table over there. So yeah, that looks cool. And the final one of the merchant area is the bakery, which looks cool as well. Nice kind of castle look at the top. Cakes hanging out the window. Big chimney on the side. Okay, yeah, so that's the end of the merchant area. We're now going to head out into this area, which I like to call the town square. I should have really built this near the town hall, but I didn't for some reason. Town hall's all the way over there. So this is that other residential area that I showed you earlier, and this kind of leads through to this. So we've got the big centrepiece of the clock tower. Some houses around the edges here. Just very simple houses. This actually took quite a while, this area, because I found the roofs are really hard to kind of match up. You'll be able to see from the top here. The roofs are very hard and complex. Yes, this is a little centre area, little bushes lying around. Middle here, the glowstone centrepiece, kind of mark the centre of the area. These steps here lead up to the inn we were just at earlier. Then I've got some kind of like townhouses here. They all link up different colours, which I think looks really cool. And these kind of fire lanterns. Just to finish off this area over here, which I love, this one of my favourite parts of the city, is you come down this little pathway. I don't know why I love this bit. It just seems to flow all together nicely and looks cool. So this is that residential area we're in earlier, and that's the farm over there, and this is kind of the centre area between the two. So this actually leads up into potatoes, a big wheat farm as you can see across here, carrots over there, we've got beetroot over there, and all these paths lead up to the different bits of the city. So we have the farm over there, the residential here, this leads down to the next part we're getting to. So that's a big just kind of wheat farm. You'll be able to see it properly when I do the flyover. So we're going to head back down here and all the way over to the other market square, other side of the market square. Little benches here to sit on. So yeah, we're back here near the inn. And we're just going to head up these steps here, which should take us to the army barracks, which I've got up on this hill. If I come around, you'll be able to see it properly. So this is all the edge of it here. This area down here is unfinished. It is going to be a big mining area. So down between those four towers is going to be a big hole for mining with paths leading down it and stuff. So yeah, this is an area I still need to work on. But anyway, back to the barracks. We've got armours in here. I didn't really know what to decorate the barracks with. Armour, kind of like little shooting practice with the fletching tables there. And the same over here, bow and arrows just to practice your shooting. And this is the barracks here. The interior still needs doing on this, but I love the look of this build. It looks really good. The walls around the edge as well. So we're going to come out of the barracks. If you come this way, and this is another, I love this part as well. This took me an age to build. So this leads down. This pathway here just leads stairs back down to, oh actually didn't show that bit. So you take this path down here, that leads down there. There's some more house here. This is the back of the town square. And underneath the barracks, we've got like a little marketplace, big fire in the middle. This is a hard bit to design as well. I didn't really know what to do here. And this bit, so I just put a load of plants there. We've also got a little sewer entrance here, which I've started working on, but that's a work in progress. I'll show that in an update video, because that's probably the next bit I'm going to work on. Actually, I like to split up the build to do different bits, otherwise I just get bored building houses all the time. Anyway, back up this path, all the way down. Oh, it takes an age, but I like that. I like a big build. And we come here to the library. Now I've got these two snake statues out the front, which I love. I got them from a tutorial as well, so go and check it out. I can't remember who did it, but I'm sure if you type in snake statue Minecraft, you'll find it. But yeah, they're really good. And then I designed these bottom bits with the water in to finish it off. So we've got another little plant bed down here, but you come up and you've got this massive library. I absolutely love this build with a dome on the top. I think it looks amazing. Just going to have a quick look in the library because I like the look inside. The interior, actually, believe it or not, isn't done in the library. This is just from the build. But there's some stuff that he's putting in here. Maybe some enchantment tables, some lighting for sure. But yeah, that's that. That's that for that bit. Where I've got these X's of stuff, I need to build stuff still, so just ignore that. Got this area here. I have no idea what to do down here. I'm thinking of doing like a load of statues or something, like a ruins or something like that. That is undecided yet, but we'll get to that. Anyways, let's come to the other side of the library. I'm just going to walk it. I think it's better walking through the city. So the other side of the library, we've got these stairs there, which I'll come to in a minute. They look awful at the minute because I've just started working on them, but we'll come back to that. So this side of the library, we've got a house here, very simple house, farmer's house, just on the edge of the wheat farm, which is just over here, which you can see from over here, which is there. You can see a nice view there. So yeah, this is just like gardens, little pathway going through, a few trees lying around. You can walk all the way through. That's that little area done and dusted. I like this area. Come down here, and these stairs lead you down into what I'm going to call the main residential area, where all the streets, houses are going to be, people are living. So this is still a work in progress. This is kind of the bit I'm working on at the minute. I've got a few houses lined up along here. Still need to do something here and here. Then we've got little pathways going down here. This is the little area we have completed. Oh, apart from this house here. But these lead back into the farm we were in earlier. Big houses. Pretty much I just need to fill this area up with a lot of houses. Another one there. That's the silo again we were at earlier. But you can see from here it's like a little bridge. You can see from up top all the streets that we've put in place. We just need to build houses in the gaps really. And then all the way back over here, this is actually the gateway, the entrance from the harbour, which is here. We've built this little pathway just to start off the entrance. This is still a work in progress. Down here is undecided yet, probably going to be more ruins, I reckon. And then this way just leads back up onto the streets, which are currently unoccupied. So that is pretty much it, apart from this last area. You can see I've built these kind of extra walls extended from the main city walls, which come round into here. And there used to be a big mountain here, but I've actually flattened it all out with TNT and my hands. And we've got a nice flat area up there now, which is where I wanted to build the palace or the kingdom or like the castle, you know, the big centerpiece of the city. So currently I've just got these steps. It's currently the bit I'm working on. So I'm going to do something with these, actually make it look a bit more better than just stone brick stairs. So this is what I built. A big kind of palace. I'm still not 100% sure with that middle roof there. This is the bit I'm kind of working on to make it a bit more aesthetic. Started kind of putting a path in, but it does look alright actually. Now I've looked at it again. I might just change this roof to look like those ones instead of having that point. I think that'd be a bit better. Yeah, you can also walk around on all these walls and they lead back to the main city walls. And for the city, guys, that's pretty much everything, I think. Obviously, there's still a few bits I have to fill in, and there will be update videos as I go through. I might even do some build videos. But yeah, that's what I was going to show you, the walls. Yeah, these walls that are around the edge of the city, you can walk all the way around, have a look around the whole city. Sorry about my video settings, the render distance is down. But yeah, you can walk all the way around, as you can see, and then you can climb up on these walls with those ladders there. So, leave a comment, tell me what you think of the city so far. Make sure to drop a like on the video to show that you like what I've built. I'm very happy. It's taken me a very long time, and it's the first big build I've done, so any support would be much appreciated. If you want to see more of these videos, also leave a comment. I can maybe do some tutorials on any of the houses I build over there, or any update videos on what I've built, or progress, stuff like that. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for me, and then you'll be sure to see any future uploads that come out, and it'd be a great support. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.